What's the communication like in the locker room as you guys get the news, but you're also trying to lock in for a game on the second half of back-to-back?
I think that's just the thing. We were just trying to focus in on getting the win, coming out and competing, extending this, the way that we're playing and, getting everybody involved and incorporated. But, it was good to come out here today and compete and get a win.
You being a veteran, understanding, the business of the game, of course, what is it like, though, and how difficult is it losing teammates, along this NBA journey?
It's tough, especially, for some guys who this is their first, time dealing with that experience. And, they got drafted here, had a lot of great time here, grew a lot as players, as young men here. But this is the tough part of the business that nobody ever wants to experience, but it is a reality. And I wish those guys the best. I had a lot of fun with those guys and learning with them, from them, grinding with those guys the past, season and a half. It's been a great ride. I wish them nothing but success.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
And Deandre, I don't know if you care to share anything personal, but did you have any conversation with Karis and Jarrett in particular?
I talked to all of those guys. I'll keep those conversations private. So hopefully you guys can respect that.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Deandre, you played for the Knicks not too long ago, so you know what it's like when Madison Square Garden has a full arena. First, how would you characterize where the Knicks-Nets rivalry is right now, having just been on the other side not too long ago and now being on the Nets? And two, just what's it like playing at an empty Madison Square Garden, given what you experienced in the past?
It's definitely weird playing in an empty garden. It's so much energy and excitement. The crowd is, electrifying regardless of who they're playing and regardless of what their record is. It doesn't matter. It's one of the meccas of basketball as far as an arena is concerned, and just the history of the Knicks, But, I don't think that we're trying to look too much into rivalries. If we're just trying to win New York, within where our goals are very low, no disrespect to those guys at all. But every team has championship aspirations, and I think that's where our head is at. And we just have to take it one game at a time. And this is a very important game, just like the game last night was that we had. And but I think that the fans get a lot more play out of it than the players actually do.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Hey, Deandre. I have two for you. First, you've played so many roles in your short time on this team. Teacher, coming off the bench, being a starter. Sometimes you said you felt a little bit old. Where do you see your role in this next iteration of the Nets?
I never said that I felt old, Malika. Let's just start there. You said that.
I never said you were old. This is a feeling versus what you are.
No. I don't think I feel old. But my role's always the same. Come out, compete, try to give us everything that I have on the defensive end, get my teammates open as much as possible, finish anything and everything that I get at the rim, communicate defensively, and just try to lead as much as I can. That's my job on this team, whether I start, come off the bench, play 35 minutes or 13 minutes. That's just my that's my goal. I mean, that's my job, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Secondly, you talked about the one side of this trade, the other side is James Harden. What are your thoughts on that acquisition that is impending right now?
We all know the kind of player James is. He his game speaks for itself. But I think I'm gonna wait until the trade is finalized to comment more on it.
Steve Lichtenstein with WFAN.
Deandre, Bruce Brown has been inserted in the starting lineup, and I believe the team is like 4-1 when he starts. Can you talk about the impact he's had? I mean, he had 14 rebounds today.
Yeah. He stole a lot of rebounds from Kevin. So no, I'm just kidding. Bruce is he's electric, man. His defense is great. He comes in there and gives us a huge spark on both ends of the floor. You know, he picks guys up. He's extremely physical. He you know, I'm glad that he's on our team. He's a pest on defense, and you know, offensively he gets downhill. He creates a lot of pressure on the defense, and he's making shots. He's making floaters, making the right basketball plays, and you know, it's only going to go up from him.